William Dollar Bill Ferguson. Holler for the dollar, and I'll holler back.
Thank you so much for doing this with us today. So, as you mentioned, you're from the Grove originally, right?
Yes, I've been here 25 years. Um, I've been performing here as well. A lot of people didn't know. They see me on the streets, but when they see me on stage, I'm a whole different persona.
Oh, really?
I actually perform simultaneously two of the biggest festivals in South Florida, Taste of the Grove and the Arts Festival, as a headliner with a group called Pocket Change. Um, and then I've also been a part of a newspaper reporting things in the community called the South Florida Brick. It was no longer in existence, but I had a pretty good inroads with this community as far as what's happening.
Wow. So, obviously, this is a community with a really strong Bahamian heritage. How have you seen that change or stay the same?
Well, as in anything, everything must change. Coconut Grove, they've been fighting to maintain their identity and their role in the culture and the building of Miami, being one of the first incorporated. And from say Coconut Grove begat Overtown, begat Liberty City. Okay, so this is basically the start of a lot of things in Miami, and some folks just don't recognize or realize that history. Okay, matter of fact, it started in conjunction with Carl Gables. Okay, the Vanderbilts, the railroad system. That was what was happening because everybody, their relatives came building railroads in the city.
And so, are you from Miami originally?
My mother and father are originally from Miami. I was born in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. This is home base, and my roots are out of Cat Island
Oh,
from Nassau.
oh, okay.
I'm part of that big. The Ferguson tree is a large tree with very many roots that run deep up the coast to Savannah.
Very cool. So, does being in the Grove allow you kind of to connect with that heritage?
It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. Um, Growing up, my father, like I said, my father was military, so we traveled on from different continents, but we always kept in touch with some parts of the roots. You know, and that's for every family. You come across people, and all of a sudden, you know somebody in common, or somebody that looks like somebody you know, and it, oh man, that's my family. I know them, you know, because we're all connected.
So, do you know about any of your family's history going back to the Yolandas, like grandparents or anything like that?
Again, I can't comment a lot on what they did. All I know is I was the beneficiary of some of the food that I grew up with.
What types of Bahamian food are your favorites?
We're talking about conch, shrimp, the seafood, fish, rice and peas. And it's funny because every country has a version of rice and peas. Okay, it's it's the way they do it. Sometimes with coconut, it's the difference between the foods between the countries are the seasonings.
So, you have you been to this festival before?
Yes, I have. And some folks didn't realize it. Right now, what you see is an older, much more knowledgeable individual. This fella is mature. Okay.
So, how's the festival changed, like since you were last here to now?
Well, it went through some changes. COVID came around and did what it did to everybody. Okay, and there wasn't a loss of interest. It's just that things had to recover and take on a new direction.
Yeah. And do you perform here in the Grove a lot?
Well, like I said, 15 years. The Taste of the Grove, the Arts Festival, simultaneously a headliner. Okay, um, and that was just it. We did my group at that time, which was Pocket Change, were the headliners. The group that I'm with now, known as the Time Machine, they have not gotten introduced to Coconut Grove and its culture, and we do Motown, rock, roll, funk, and soul, and maybe a little bit of country too. But the fact that they have an in to Coconut Grove and make things happening, that's all we can ask for, just that opportunity.
And what do you like the most about living and working here in the group?
I'm here and nobody can find me, so I got peace of mind. See, I tell you like this, it's like this. You see now, you see me without my glasses on, right? Okay, Clark Kent, Superman. Matter of fact, today was a good example. A lot of people know me on the streets, and I said I'll be on stage. Oh, he just talking. They see me on stage with the group, the Legends of Soul, LOS, phenomenal group, and they said he's actually doing it. And I'm like, no, I'm not actually doing it. We are. The Legends of Soul with a dollar bill.
So you already performed. How did it go?
It went fantastic. It went fantastic. Uh, being that with the logistics of the streets, with the state, there are two stages out here, and they were able to draw the crowd to this end, to the end we want, because of the excitement and the hype, and the material that we used was something that everybody could relate to.
In what sense?
It took them back to old school when music was music. When you couldn't wait to hear certain songs when you came out for when you got out for summer, and you got the next hit right there, the summer hit, something everybody was dancing, new dances, and good times. That's what it reminded me of, good times.
And so what are your musical influences?
What's on?
What are your musical influences? What are your musical influences?
My musical influences. Well, back in the day, anybody who was a superstar, whether it was Glenn Campbell, Johnny Clash, Gladys Knight, the Osmonds or the Jacksons, they had a TV show, Sonny and Cher. These were people who were constantly there. And you had Motown. Motown was music not made for one group of people. Motown was made for everybody. It was nonviolent, and it was something that you go out there and dance to. A lot of the latest dances were from Motown. You know, the music Motown influence.
So is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
You know, I want to thank you for allowing me to interview with you and give you the take of a Grovite, also an artist, and someone who can connect with the community more so than a lot of people know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.